Hello, I'm Jashykins, and I'm here to give my first thoughts on the movie The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. And I just got back from seeing this movie. No, I didn't get back. It was like 5 hours ago. But I got to get my first thoughts out now. And a little backstory. I have read The Hobbit years ago, but I know it's a very short book, like, maybe like this amount short, maybe a little longer. And so I was like, it was first announced, and it's like it's going to be 2 movies. I'm like, that's a little bit of a stretch. I mean, it's a short little book. And then they're like, we're going to do 3 movies. And I'm like, 1 movie, okay. 2 movies, you still have some integrity there. 3, no, okay, you're just doing it for the man-mans. But all in all, the movie actually turned out to be pretty decent. Now, for those wondering, I did not see it in 48 FPS. I plan to do so at a later date. I hope to be able to see it in 48 FPS just to give my opinions on the high frame rate thing. Because all I know about it is from other people saying, hey, it's horrible, and maybe 1 or 2 going, oh, it wasn't that bad. So I sort of need my own personal feelings on the matter to know where I stand. Anyway, the one thing I should mention, there are going to be spoilers. So those of you who haven't seen the movie and don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this first thoughts. My actual written review that I'll have up later will be spoiler-free, but this is not spoiler-free. Anyways, one of the things that annoyed me is that in the beginning, they start off with, Bilbo writing, and then Frodo being there too. And I mean, some of it was okay, like the part where Bilbo was going about Aberforth. I think that's the name, the city of the dwarves. And that was good because it gave some backstory. It's like what we need in order to understand this movie. But then it continues with him and Frodo, and it's like, I came here to watch The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. You have to see those. But it's like, that's not the reason I came into this movie. I did not come into this movie saying, hey, I want to get all nice and cuddly with Lord of the Rings. No, so, I mean, it was okay, but it could have been cut so much shorter. It was one of those things that just needed to be shorter. And it was like, why are you here? You're going on for far too long. So that's one of the complaints I have about the movie. The visuals, as always, were great to view, especially on the big screen. And it was good seeing Gandalf back. Good to see him again. Of course, technically a younger version of him, but never mind. And I like it when Bilbo, played by Martin Freeman, is, first getting to the task of being part of the group, and he's very, I don't want anything to do with this. No, and at one point he faints after reading the contract. But it was just like, I was just waiting for him to go in the group, but because I know it's The Hobbit, Bilbo goes on a journey. But just waiting for it, got me more in the mood of the character, and I can definitely say that I was totally with Bilbo. It's like this one strange guy walks up to you and says, okay, come on this adventure or you might die. And here you are all used to nice, pleasant life, and he just pulls you and it's like, That's sort of a jerk move. But, yeah. Gollum in this movie, again, motion capture with Andy Serkis. I swear, this did seem like a little bit creepier. I mean, Gollum is always a creepy character no matter what. But I think it was just the fact that Gollum is in his element. This is his home. This is what he's used to. And I swear, it was just creepier than normal. Jeez, it was just like, whoa. I thought Gollum couldn't get any creepier, but I was wrong. Then, of course, the Lord of the Rings tie-in to this movie. Of course, you have the beginning. And then other parts, like they gather some people, Gandalf, Elrond, Galadriel, and Saruman. I mean, we're all used to Saruman being the bad dude. So it was very strange him being in a setting where he supposedly wasn't working with Sauron. And I don't know when exactly Sauron contacted Saruman. So, he could have just been delving into, and you could definitely see that it would be easy to get Saruman on Sauron's side because Saruman was just being basically a whiny bitch, like, you trust so-and-so, why are you doing this? So it was just like, yeah, I can totally see him being a bad guy. Of course, they didn't have the time to do a downfall story for him, so just him being a jerk, that was good enough for me. And let's see what else. I didn't see this in 3D because I don't like to see things in 3D. I have glasses. Most 3D glasses are just annoying. Of course, the dwarves are trying to get their home back from smog. And I love dragons. So you only get to see little bits and pieces of smog, but it's like, oh, it's so cool. So I can't wait, hopefully, in the next movie where we can see smog, just, full smog, not just bits and pieces. And there's a little subplot in this movie with Bilbo and Thorin not respecting Bilbo. But it's not until Bilbo risks his life for Thorin that Thorin's once they're out of danger, he's like, "You were an idiot to do this. You were an idiot." And then he's like, basically, I trust you, and what made you change your mind? No, I think the changing the mind thing was earlier, but the main thing is Thorin is now best buds with Bilbo, so that's good. And Raskin the Brown, I think I heard that he was going to be annoying. I didn't find him annoying. He was another character. He was a little wacky character. But he didn't have anything that made me really hate him. So I don't know. I think he's the one that was supposed to be hated, but I don't really see a reason to hate him. Oh my god, yeah. I heard some complaints about too much CGI. I particularly didn't mind it, but I do agree that, The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey does use a little more CGI than The Lord of the Rings. And since other people have been comparing The Hobbit with The Lord of the Rings, I will say The Lord of the Rings is so far is the better movie. I don't know, The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey, good movie, had good visuals, nice stories. It didn't really drag on too long. But it wasn't Lord of the Rings, but it's a prequel. Well, technically a prelude. Yeah, let's see, what else can I talk about this? Because yeah, nothing much more that I can think of at the moment. If there's more I can think of, I will be putting that in my review. Anyways, long story short, The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey. I think I liked it a little bit more because my expectations were so low. And yeah, my review will be up on my blog, jashykins.blogspot.com, a little later. I have been Jashykins owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me for whatever reason outside of my blog or YouTube, you can do so at facebook.com/jashykins fan page or on Twitter at jashykins. If you're watching this on the YouTube, subscribe, like, comment below. If you're watching this on my blog, thank you just for watching. And if you want to support this blog financially, you can do so by going to the donate box and either using the handy dandy donate button or shopping at my cafe press shop. And again, the review of the movie will be up a little later, and it will be spoiler free. Well, you just watched a spoiler-filled review, so yeah. And until next video, goodbye.